Hello everyone, this is Dr. Pravalika, consultant neurologist at Renova Hospital, Sanat Nagar. Today we are discussing about the migraine. As you all know, this is the month of Migraine Awareness Week. September is the month of Migraine Awareness, and this Migraine Awareness Week starts from 5th to the 12th of this month. So I would like to highlight few points about migraine headache. So we already know that migraine is most commonly seen in women, and it has got a lot of disabling effects on daily lives. So what are the treatment options available for this migraine? So what are the medical management options available for the migraine headache? So we have two types of treatment options available for the migraine headache. One is the preventive medications, preventing the attacks, and the other being the acute attack management. So acute attack management, what is it? So whenever a headache starts, whenever the attack comes, so you need to abort the attack. This is short-term treatment. So short-term analgesic medications are usually prescribed to prevent this acute attacks. We have many kinds of medications available, among which the most commonly used medications are NSAIDs, triptans, opioids, and acetaminophen. So based on the severity of the attack, we prescribe these medications. Suppose if it is a mild attack, which is not much disabling, simple paracetamol, acetaminophen is sufficient to control the attack. Suppose if it is of moderate intensity, we go for other drugs like NSAIDs, ibuprofen, ketorolac, such medications we go for, or naproxen. If the attack is severe enough and very disabling, then we have medications like triptans and ergotamines, which abort the attack. So apart from this, this is the management of acute attack. So preventive medications, which prevent the further attacks in the future, or when do we indicate these preventive medications? So preventive medications are indicated if the patient has minimum 4 attacks per month, and also it prevents the frequency or decreases the frequency of the migraine attacks experienced by the patient. And also it decreases the disability caused by these migraine attacks, and it also decreases the severity of the migraine attacks. When the further migraine attacks occur, this preventive medication also helps in decreasing the severity of the attack. So what are these preventive medications available for us? So we have lots of preventive medications available. Most commonly used medications are beta blockers, tricyclic antidepressants, and we have calcium channel blockers and anticonvulsant medications. These are the first line medications used. How long are these medications to be used? Usually the migraine medications, prophylactic medications, we do start them initially with lower dose and titrate them according to the patient profile and according to the side effects experienced. And we titrate the medications until the maximum dose is reached up to 3 months. After the maximum dose is reached, a minimum of 6 to 12 months of preventive medication has to be taken by the patient for effective control of the migraine attacks. So apart from this, we have apart from the preventive medications, we have other medications which are non-pharmacological medications like nutraceutical drugs, which include riboflavin vitamins, magnesium citrate drugs, and also the butterbur, which is commonly used these days. So in case of pregnancy, we can consider these medications, where in pregnancy all these medications which I've mentioned earlier are contraindicated. So these are also effective in controlling the migraine attacks. There has been a lot of research done in controlling these migraine attacks. Most commonly research has been done in chronic migraine. There is an entity called chronic migraine. So chronic migraine is another form of migraine wherein we experience migraine attacks for more than 15 days in a month. So, and the severity of the migraine also increases. Why do this chronic form of migraine occurs? Most of them do not know how to use the painkillers, the analgesic medications. They tend to abuse these analgesic medications. This is called medication overuse headache. So medication overuse headache occurs when these opioid medications are abused for more than 10 days in a month, and NSAID medications are abused for more than 15 days. NSAIDs are abused for more than 15 days in a month. So such things have to be controlled. They may go into chronic migraine state. once the patient goes into the chronic migraine state, they have disability throughout the life. And for the effective control of chronic migraine is very difficult, but we have latest advances in therapies to control the chronic migraine, like botulinum toxin injections. They help in controlling the chronic migraine conditions. So these injections are given in the periorbital region, in the head region, scalp region, and they help in controlling this chronic migraine. And usually these injections are given every 3 months. So apart from this, we have CGRP antagonists and monoclonal antibodies, which are usually used for the chronic migraine. So, and behavioral therapy is very important in coping up with the stress in migraine patients. And recent advances like transcranial magnetic stimulation also help in reducing the migraine attacks.